How's it going, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? This is Shane, and Merry Christmas. This should go live on December 25th, 2023. If you don't celebrate Merry Christmas, then Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy Festivus for the rest of us. Happy Monday. You know, if you don't celebrate anything, if you're agnostic or don't believe, then hope you're having a good Monday. So, I hadn't originally planned on doing a video today. I've had kind of a crappy week. But I decided to dig one out that I've been meaning to do a Will It Run on for months now, maybe even a year. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to turn this holiday frown upside down and make something out of nothing. Under normal circumstances, I would probably have wanted to set this up and run it around a Christmas tree. I have, or I guess I should say had, a beloved little Christmas tree that I've had for probably 12 years. And it finally just got to the point where it disintegrated entirely the last time I tried to take it out of the box, which was last year. And silly me has not gotten around to finding a replacement yet, and I need to. So, in lieu of my poor preparation, which usually isn't like me, we're just going to kind of shoot from the hip on this, which is kind of appropriate for our subject matter here today. This is an Intermountain SD40-2. Longtime followers know I love the SD40-2. It's of a local railroad, but one that I haven't featured before. And this is the Intermountain, obviously. Wrong side of the box. Fort Worth and Western, which is, as you might have guessed, based out of Fort Worth, Texas, which is the smaller, less cool neighbor of Dallas, which is where I'm at. I get to Fort Worth about as often as actually less often than I go to Galveston. And I only go there once a year. Fort Worth, Sundance Square, which is named after the Sundance Kid, which is this particular locomotive is named after, if you're familiar with Butch and Sundance. The Fort Worth Stockyards, beautiful place, lots of stuff to do. A good place to hang out in the evenings during the springtime and early summer. Or when the weather's starting to cool back down again in the fall. I don't know if the original Spaghetti Warehouse is still over there, but if it is, give it a try if you're in the area. If not, there's 75 billion barbecue places over there now, so if you're over in Fort Worth, try some barbecue. Or if you're near Dallas, give me a shout and I'll tell you where to find good barbecue in Dallas. So anyway, enough about BBQ, which I have strong opinions about because I'm from Texas and we make the best. Fight me. Let's take a look at what we've got here. I bought this on eBay. Like I said, it's been a while. I don't even remember what I paid for it. If I can find the auction info, I'll roll it in with a footnote here. Packaged as all Intermountains are in the nice cradle that's pretty reminiscent of Atlas's cradles, but with the added bonus of having an upper clamshell and this very thin, almost cellophane-like plastic to protect. This is kind of akin to how Bachmann packages their N-scale locomotives too, and I found it to work out pretty well as long as you pay attention when you're putting it all back together. So let's take a look at the Sundance Kid. Let me find something to remove this foam with. Like I said, guys, I'm just shooting from the hip here, so I haven't planned too well. Off camera. Back on camera. All right, standard SD40-2 you guys are familiar with. Looks like we've got individually applied grab irons here, sand filler hatch. Let me get it up really far into your grill. The jack handle parking brake, at least that's what I call them, as opposed to the wheel. separately applied windshield wipers. A wind deflector or rear view mirror, I'm not sure which, or if that serves as both. Places for our shades. Those are in the box here, as you can see. I'm not going to take them out and worry about them because I don't plan on running this in production. Firecracker antenna, so that would indicate a little bit earlier. I would think. I don't know if they still use the firecracker antennas anymore. Fort Worth and Western, I've never seen them in the flesh, but a friend of mine, Michael, not the Michael who I've shown on this channel, which has his own channel, but another Michael, who actually restores cars, has a son who he shares the rail fanning and model train hobby with. He has some photos that he has taken recently where he shows the Fort Worth and Western out and about. So I'm assuming that they are still in operation. We've got ditch lights, an MU box up top on the pilot there. Coupler cut levers appear to be separately applied pieces. I wouldn't think that they'd have molded those in their entirety. Although anything's possible with manufacturing these days. Looks like we've got grabs on top of the plow here. That's cool. We don't have any air hose detail on this side, but we've got it on the other Focus. Looks like there's a place for them. I'm not sure. I can't tell because lighting is poor. I'm working on it. If there are supposed to be hoses on the side, on both sides, or if it's prototypical for Fort Worth and Western to just run them on the one side. Anywho's, the paint looks pretty good. This is still the way that they're painted. So we got our 3-chime horn here in the middle, separately applied fan grills, as Intermountain tends to do. I think that these are separately applied lift rings on top. Separately applied grabs on the long hood as well. In my opinion, guys, Intermountain doesn't get enough credit. They make a really nicely detailed model for the price. Retail, I think their new stuff tends to go for about 150 bucks. And that's in DC form, and I get it. But, I mean, look at the level of detail, and you're getting grabs and photo-etched grill fans, fan grills, I'm sorry, and lift rings and separately applied firecracker antennas and stuff like that. You're not getting that on your Katos or your Atlases. You will get it on scale trains, and you'll pay for it on scale trains a little bit more, but, you know, you do get a little bit more detailed of a unit from scale trains as well. So in my opinion, if you want a decent locomotive that has got better details than your standard good old Kato or Atlas, Intermountain is a viable option. And oftentimes they'll have odd roads, if that makes sense. You guys saw a couple of weeks ago where I showed my SD40-2 in MKT green and yellow that I picked up used as well. And Intermountain, you know, again, good stuff. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure they're still in business. I've seen newer production stuff of Kansas City Southern, some MKT F units, A and B units, in green, in the green scheme. I know that Broadway Limited is making the Texas Special. I don't think Intermountain is. I think that's Broadway Limited only. But Intermountain has made some stuff that catches my interest as far as roads that I'm into. This one I really wasn't looking for. I just ran across it on eBay, and I'm like, ooh, Fort Worth and Western, who's that? So I did a little bit of research, read up on them a little bit, decided I had to have that. Ron's Trains and Things, if you guys are familiar with him, I think he has some Fort Worth and Western. I think. I could be remembering someone else. But anyway, Fort Worth and Western Railroad is what we've got. And I think it's a cool looking unit. A little bit of Texas heritage with the Longhorn here. But enough of me flapping around that. What do you say we get this thing onto a test track, find out what it does or what it doesn't do, and I'll see you over there. All right, everybody, we have deployed the disgusting workbench test track pieces. Excuse the mess in the background, all this stuff. It's been a week worth of half-finished small projects. Xbox 360 hard drive and stuff there. Additional stuff for more videos coming in 2024. So stay tuned. If you hear the odd dog bark and the pop, apparently people think Christmas Eve is a time to shoot off fireworks. I guess I'm like not for that. New Year's fine, 4th of July fine. Unless somebody wants to make an argument that Santa Claus was trying to be blown out of the sky over Kosovo or some crap like that. Anyway, neither here nor there. We've got our unit set up on the test track. Let's put the juice to it, DC, and see what we got. Oh, we've got movement. Pretty good at low power. Backwards. Also good. She moves out good. Pretty good slow speed characteristics. I don't know if it's coming through on the video, but the ditch lights are operational with the forward headlight and the number boards also lit. I guess this isn't going to hurt it too much, but let me put a little... Well, now my hand's in the way, but you can see the number boards. Okay. I don't like running stuff like that. Anyways, that is going to do it for our Fort Worth and Western Railroad SD40-2. I want to thank you guys for joining me, and have a happy, safe holiday if you're celebrating. If not, be kind and courteous to those who are. Just be kind and courteous to everybody in general. I know that 2 wrongs don't make a right, even though 3 rights make a left, but just try not to be jerks. And because someone you know or even a stranger might be having a crappy week. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Stay safe.